What's up, my Pugnos? Andy with Allgamesplayed, coming at you with another news-filled video. I wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite things that I'm looking forward to. I love the Switch, I love the 3DS, I love Nintendo, I love Pokemon. I decided that I'm going to be reporting on most of those things, so expect videos that include me reporting on some of my favorite things. So today we're going to talk about Nintendo Switch news. Recently there have been a number of games that have been rumored to come out, and I wanted to go over those. I don't want to pretend to make you guys think that I know what I'm really talking about, but as I was perusing my news feed, I found that Eurogamer reported that Final Fantasy 15 could make its way to the Switch. It was during a podcast during Gamescom sometime this summer, where they had mentioned that they were going to have a mobile remake where they were going to port it to iOS and Android and have an episodic kind of a thing where you play through the whole game. The director hinted at a port for the Switch. This was a pretty fun game. I didn't get through all of it, but I do want to go back and play it as it did kind of reminisce of the other games. In other news, there was an update to the Yooka-Laylee port for the Switch, which is pretty exciting. With the announcement, the developers put out this GIF of the actual gameplay, which is really exciting. I might just pick this up, despite the not so perfect reviews. It got an average of about a 7, but having it handheld makes a completely different story. It seems like they're probably going to come out with a holiday release, so look forward to that. And finally, what I'm most anticipating is the Stardew Valley port on the Switch. I'm super excited about this, and I was hoping that it would be sooner, but you know the guys over at Cuttlefish Games do games right, so let's not push him. On a Reddit post and also on Twitter, they hinted at being really close, and they wanted to be absolutely sure that it was a clean port. You know it's going to be awesome, and I am so excited for it. Man, I've streamed this game so much, and I cannot wait to play it on the Switch. Apparently, it's been submitted for review by Nintendo, which is like super exciting. I don't know if this was like a recent update, but it seems to be in the last week or so. Now, when it comes to Switch, those are the main things that I'm actually most excited about. But I did want to share with you some of my favorite things that I've been playing in the last couple of months on the Switch. By far, my favorite game that has been announced is the Octopath by Square Enix. That game is amazing. Right now, you can check out the demo for free. It introduces 2 storylines with about an hour's gameplay each. I played the crap out of this demo. I loved it. You guys should go check it out.
I am ready.
And I'll have you know, I did duel the hardest guy on this game and beat him finally. He's a 5-star. You have to be at least level 13 or 14 to beat it. So good. In other demos, you have games like Vaz, which is a classic on mobile that they ported to the Switch. It's actually really good and intuitive. I didn't like playing it on my phone because it was a little too small, so like a 6 or 7 inch tablet is perfect for this game. I also played this demo. I don't even want to try to say the name. Delsagia 5. I don't even know. It's like an anime game. A lot of people love this franchise. I didn't really care much for it, even though I'm a huge anime buff. I've never been to anime video games, but this seemed kind of fun. It's probably worth it if you start from the start.
Where would you like to go, dude?
But I don't know if I can make that $60 price.
Are you finding my pocket netherworld comfortable enough, Sir Killia? How do you like it?
I don't have any time to waste in a place like this.
My, I can't believe what I'm hearing from someone who eats in the middle of a battle.
Let's end this quick!
Yahoo, dude! Yeah, dude!
Yeah! Ha!
Sit! Sit!
No! Dude, what's up, dude?
Sit!
Next, Rayman Legends was ported to Switch. You can buy that right now, but it was fun to go play the throwback with my kids. You can play like 2 or 3 levels and even do some PvP. The port is really clean and it's very fun. Another game that I enjoyed was the Pokken Tournament DX, where they introduced some Sun and Moon characters like Yooka-Laylee. You can't actually play them on the demo, but I tried it out. You can have 15 matches before it cuts you out. Another indie game that I really enjoyed that I actually bought before I played the demo was the Blaster Master remake. This game is good. You guys should try it if you want a throwback 8-bit platformer. Now I like to jump over to the coming soon section of the eShop. There's a couple of games to note that seem pretty fun. There's the Arcade Archive Mario Brothers. I totally had this when I had a NES. $8 though, I don't know if that's worth it. But you can play 2 players. Picross seems really fun. I had that on my 3DS when I bought it first in college, but again, $8. I remember buying it for only $5, and this isn't even the 3D version that they had where you could create like animals and stuff. These 2 games, Lovers and Axiom Verge, those are some of my favorite console games, and to have them on the Switch is so exciting. Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime is only $15. It's a cooperative space game. Each person has a role on the ship, whether it's to control, navigate thrusters, or guns. Where you have this weird spear-looking shape, and you can play up to 4 players, and it is a blast. You go through all these puzzles, and I love playing it. Axiom Verge is probably by far my favorite indie title of 2015. This came out on PlayStation first, and then it was ported to the PC later. It is a Metroid game through and through. You gotta try it out. It's only $20, and it's probably a 30-hour game. Other than that, there really isn't much else. Mario Odyssey is obviously in a couple of weeks. Xenoblade Chronicles and Skyrim, but they don't have anything in November. Finally, in general Nintendo Switch news, they're actually going to be releasing a Netflix app. Finally, jeez. Apparently they're going to get an Amazon Video shortly and Spotify. But goodness, it's been like, what, 6 months? And still there's no access really to the internet besides the eShop. That's one thing that's bothered me about this is they're relatively lack in content outside of the video game that they are releasing. Alright guys, well this is going to be a very short video. I hope you like this content. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I love playing Nintendo. I love the Switch. I love Pokemon. If you love that stuff, then why don't you support down below. Thank you. Bye.